Good morning, everybody. It is day 31 for me on the Appalachian Trail, and we got started pretty early today. We had a plan yesterday that evolved later this last evening. The plan was, and I kind of alluded to in the last video, that I anticipated a big day. I didn't even want to share the number of miles, but it's essentially a 20-mile day, and it's actually exactly 20-mile day. And we were going to set out and just head north, and then ultimately stay at the last shelter at the 20-mile mark. That was kind of the plan. And then we, after talking to the folks at the hostel, we found out that they had a number of people, and they typically ran a route where they would run people out to that point at 20 miles, and then they offered the opportunity for those folks to hike back to their hostel. So what's the advantage of that? We essentially took them up on that program, but the advantage of that is you get to stay at their hostel, which is nothing fabulous, I can tell you. I didn't really go into a lot of detail because I didn't want anybody to overhear me last night. I mean, it's a good basic fundamental hostel. All right, so the bunkhouse sleeps probably 20 people. We had probably 7 or 8 in there last night. It's clean, you know, it's just bunk beds. So you're going to get a lot of people snoring. It's going to be loud. If you want privacy, you're not going to find it, that kind of thing. And then they have a separate bathhouse or shower room. Had 3 different showers, 3 different bathrooms essentially. And I will tell you, the shower was probably the best shower I've had in the past month. Everything is very clean, but again, very basic, very fundamental. Not really a lot of common areas to hang out and watch TV, or they certainly are not serving any food or anything like that. But by staying there, you do have access to the grocery store and 2 or 3 different restaurants, which, you know, that adds a little bit more to the general location of the hostel itself. So, I mean, for the $10 it cost us to go out and then to come back, to me, it felt like it was a pretty good deal. So that was the plan. So the miles are the same. We're just hiking back south towards the hostel, and it's going to be a long day. So I've already done about a 2.5 mile up, and it's leveled off a little bit. I know there's still about a 500 feet climb in front of me, and then we'll level off again. I think it'll be a fairly easy day. I hate to say that because it always bites me, but easy in terms of trekking. But the reality is it's still 20 miles. I mean, if you set out on paved road, flat paved road for 20 miles, that's going to be a long day, you know. This is obviously anything but a flat paved road, but we're going to make the best of it. It's going to be a good one, and we'll keep you informed and posted as we see anything that might be of interest down the trail. Hope everybody has a great day, and we will catch up again soon. Doing a little ridge walking through the briars and the brambles. knew I shouldn't have wore shorts. But it's supposed to be like 70 something today, but it's awfully overcast. I'm not sure if it's gonna make it. We'll see. Doing pretty well. We've got about 5 miles behind us, I would say. Maybe a little more. And I'm sure we're holding, I keep saying we, I got Dutch, my hiking buddies behind me. I'm sure we're maintaining something above 2 miles an hour, so we're doing okay. So, yeah, just have to weave and work through these rocks and blowdowns and whatnot, and keep making progress, keep pressing on. All right, catch up with y'all down the trail. All right, everybody. I actually found some fields, which is a lot easier on my feet than those rocky ridges. And we are afforded a very nice view down here. Check that out. Yeah. All right, we'll take some more as we get up here. We are still field walking. We made it up to the top of the hill. Went over the top and just encountered all these, I don't know what kind of trees these are actually. They almost look like old fruit tree or something, don't they? Maybe? I don't know what the, but nevertheless, it feels like we're about to be finished with the field walking and perhaps moving back into the woods a bit. I know that we still have a little bit of climb left. We're going to dip down a bit. I imagine it'll level off a little bit, and you might can actually see a mountain there in the horizon. Just across the center of your screen, you might see a mountain. I think we're going to have to climb up that one. So that's okay though. I just feel like I do better on the uphill sometimes than I do the down. So I'll keep you posted as we see anything new and different. And I hope everybody's having a great day. We still have about, I think 12 miles left. I think we've done 8. So still a long day ahead of us. I think about yesterday, we only did 12 miles. I was kind of whooped at the end of that day. And now I still have 12 miles left. So we got work to do, but overall things are moving pretty well. We'll catch up with y'all down the trail. We have found another beautiful power line view, for sure. That's awesome. Check out those. Well, looks like the power line, the Appalachian Trail actually is walking along the inside of the power line. So, I should have a view at the top of this next ridge. Still more walking. Okay. This is a better view. Check all this out. Let me zoom in here. Just pretend like you can't see the power line. Here. Beautiful view. Here's where we came from. And here's where we're going. We're out of the woods again and back into a grassy field. And it's really more like almost like a bald, you know, some of those balds we saw down in North Carolina and Tennessee, where you can start to have really long range views from the top of the balds. They call this a grassy field. So I think that's Peterson's Mountain, and I believe there's a shelter we're coming up on. It's called Rice Field Shelter. We'll get there and we'll check out that shelter. All right, folks. We've made it to the top of the hill, and again, I believe this is Peterson's Mountain, and these are the views that are afforded us. Wow. You can see for miles and miles. I'm gonna stretch far out, way out. You can see the long ridges of just the layers and layers of mountains. Just small far from this hill. Beautiful. So this is all the extended community and townships surrounding the city of Pearisburg. And that is the Rice Field Shelter, kind of a log cabin shelter, sitting up here on top of this mountain. You can see the privy behind it. And it's supposed to have some water, but doing okay on water, so I'm not going to slow down for water right now. However, it is worth mentioning. We're so really blessed to have these apps that we use out here that tells us where the shelters are, and tells us where the views are, and tells us where the water is or supposed to be. And in the case of today, the water has been really limited. So when I left the hostel today, I had probably over 55 ounces of water that I was carrying. And because I knew that would be enough, I could probably do 20 miles with 55 ounces of water if I had to, because I just didn't see a lot of water sources. And as we've met people going the other direction, they're like, well, I hope you're carrying a lot of water. There's just no water at all. So some people look fairly desperate to find some water. So taking the time to study the maps and understand what's ahead of you in terms of water and the terrain and things like that is really pays off. Just a few minutes of planning can sure alleviate some misery, if you will, down the path. So it's one of those days where it's going to be it's a long day already. You don't want to be doing 20 miles with not enough water. So anyway, it's enough of talking. It's time to get on with the walking. Hope everybody's having a great day. All right, folks, just a quick update. We're 3.6 miles from our destination. Making good progress. Water is definitely a thing, though, I can tell you. There's a stretch there, it's probably 12 or 13 miles where just simply were no signs of water, but both Dutch and I have added a little bit of water to our arsenal, if you will, and we're in pretty good shape now. So we're gonna head on down the path. Just met with another through hiker, which I showed you his picture, Skywalker, and his wife Natalie. He's approaching this thing in his own way as well. They've got a RV. She's driving the RV. She and her dog are just riding in the RV and meeting him at, picking him up and at road crossings and things of that nature, making it easier for him. So he gets to meet with his wife and stay in the RV every night. So that's pretty cool. That's a pretty cool plan. And I guess she's willing to do that all the way to Maine. So, all good. We'll keep you posted as we get a little bit closer to the target. All right, folks. We're about a mile from the target. Getting really close. I'm going to take another quick video of this beautiful river. I had this in my video, long range video shot probably 2 or 3 days ago, and I was curious what that is. It's actually the New River, and interesting enough, the New River is the oldest river in North America, second oldest river in the world, only behind the Nile. How about that?
What is that river?
That's the New River.
This one?
Evidently it's not so new.
No, it's not new.
It's very old.
How do you know all this stuff?
You just got to do your study. You got to do your study.
I could just hang around you.
You could. There you go, the New River. Interesting enough. All right, everybody, we made it back to Pearisburg, Virginia. Actually, I think this little area might be called Narrows, Virginia. I'm not sure. But this has to be one of the larger employers in the area. This is a chemical plant. It's owned by a company called Celanese. I think they make some type of acetates and different chemical-based products inside that factory. But you can see by the magnitude of this thing, it's got to employ a number of people in the area. So interesting. You see on that post, I'm still following the Appalachian Trail. I believe we're going to go up under this bridge and then possibly go up on the other side and walk across the bridge. We definitely got to get across the bridge, I believe. So we'll see how it works out. I've never done it, so I'm learning as I go. So that's where we came from, and kind of hard to miss this path. I'm sure people have. There's a blaze right there on the steps. Another shot at the factory over there. There's Dutch coming. And here we go. Across the bridge. Got a path made just for us. Now we're going to cross the bridge. It's crossing over the New River that I referenced earlier. Busy area. Oh boy. What a day, folks. What a day. Oh, I never thought in my life that I would ever say that I've hiked 20 miles in a day. Now, I just barely got 20. I mean, it's an even 20. Not 19.9, not 19.8. It's 20. Oh, it's a good success, I think. For sure. Coming down towards the end here for sure. I got less than a quarter mile, I'm sure. You can see the field over here, and I believe there's going to be a parking lot down here at the bottom of this hill. But I have been blessed with good strength, and I guess the wisdom to carry plenty of water, because I gotta be honest, I saw faces of some fairly desperate looking folks who are hiking out there and searching for water. And after it's been dry for a while, the app will tell you where the water is supposed to be, where it used to be, but it's dried up, and it's a tough situation if you're pretty much out of water and you got 12 or 13 miles to go. That's a position you don't want to find yourself in. So anyway, blessed for good planning, and make sure we had what we needed to get this thing done. Anyway, as you can see, we're at the parking lot. Full on 20 miles today, and I'm thrilled about it. All right, y'all. I'll probably try to do a little bit. Maybe I'll try to video a little bit where we go to dinner tonight. We had Mexican last night. I'm not opposed to doing that again. They say it's the best restaurant in town. But there's also a barbecue place. I hadn't had that in a while, but at this point, as long as they serve food, I'm probably in. So it's going to be fine. But I'll try to do a couple of pictures or maybe even a video from the restaurant later on tonight. All right, we'll catch y'all a little bit later. Have a great one.